Fellow graduates, president, vice president, deans, faculty, family, and friends. I will begin my speech today with a quote from Lubin's dean, Neil Braun. Life may challenge you and seem difficult at times. It is through these difficult times I need you to remember there is always free pizza outside classroom W404. End of quote. I'm kidding. This is not an actual quote from Dean Braun, but it's from the Instagram handle Free Food at Pace. I promise you, this is a real Instagram handle, and my friend Orlando can attest to that. Shout out to you, Orlando. My name is Tandieka Stevens Di Clementi. I am an international student from Guyana, the last of 9 children, the second in my family to complete college and graduate school. I was raised by a single mom, and this is my second master's degree. Today, I want to talk to you about the international student experience, my experience, and the lessons learned from it. I will not attempt to give you life lessons, as I'm sure we have enough to go around this room. I'm confident some of us have had jobs, careers, marriages, childbirth, and even divorces. So I will not be sharing with you 10 steps to have a successful life. Remember that Instagram page I mentioned before? Well, thanks to that page, I got free lunch on the days I could not afford to buy any when I was working as a graduate assistant. PACE's motto of Opportunitas has personal meaning for me. Opportunitas meant that a girl from one of the smallest countries in South America had the chance to sit on a panel and speak to an audience that included the university's president and an assemblywoman from the great state of New York about the international student experience. Opportunitas also meant that same girl would have an audience via the university's radio so she could give a platform to international students who wanted to talk about their culture. The International Experience radio show with Tandieka was a way for me to introduce us to the PACE community. International students contributed $44.7 billion in 2018 to the US economy. And according to the Chicago Tribune, we pay higher tuition costs that offset costs for domestic admissions, and our high test scores boost college rankings. You're welcome. I wanted to use my radio show as a platform to show that we are more than these statistics, and I did. Opportunitas also meant I had the liberty to speak freely even when it was for the difficult things, like calling OSA to ensure my classes were not dropped because my tuition was not paid. Dropped classes for an international student can lead to deportation, and I continually lived with this fear. There was a viral meme going around a few years ago that suggested international students eat Gucci branded breakfast cereals and drove Lamborghinis. I'm sure many of you saw this meme. The BBC wrote an article about that meme. To quote that article, but the truth is that the vast majority of the 400,000 international students in the UK struggle to get enough money to come and fulfill their dreams. Usually, it's the bank of mom and dad who are paying, and sometimes it's the whole family's life savings that are put into it. End of quote. The same rings true for students here across the pond. For those of us with no bank of mom and dad and no family life savings, we have succeeded in obtaining government scholarships, graduate assistantships, and limited 20-hour-a-week jobs. It is for this reason we value the education we came to receive at PACE even more, and why we spoke up when we wanted professors to expand more. International students face extraordinary challenges as it relates to employment in general. To complicate things further, you may hope and pray that a company will hire you after you graduate so that you too can experience the American dream. But companies are reluctant to spend money on a lottery system. I believe universities can do more in this regard by hiring the students they can. My experience here at PACE was not perfect, but it was valuable to reiterate the following. 1. Always speak your truth. It is the only way you will be heard. 2. Take advantage of every opportunity that is presented to you. 3. Be aware that everything is not always as it appears, and ask questions when you're unsure about something. And finally, 4. always look for free food before buying lunch. Good luck and congratulations to you all.